welcome back to NoticeGT, and I am welcome here today with Mac, because I have no friends. For our first story today, I want to talk about Porsche. Now, I don't like Porsche, I love Porsche. Basically, what Porsche have done is that they've teamed up with a company called Highly Innovative Fuels, and they are working together to create a new type of e-fuel which combines H2O and CO2, which is water and carbon dioxide. So, at their pilot plant, which is at the tip of Chile in Puerto Arenas, they have currently been able to produce about 35,000 gallons at about $45. They hope that by the end of the decade they can get that to 145 million gallons at $8, which is still more expensive than gas, but now the best part about this whole e-fuel is that it can go into any combustion engine without modifications. So it's just like gas. Now, I'm sorry, what makes more sense? To create a new type of powertrain that requires a new fuel source, which will require new infrastructure to be built, or take a pre-existing method, just change the production, evolve it, modernize it. Now, the government, I know what they want to do. They're going to go for electric because they can control electric cars. They can't control internal combustion engines. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's up to us. We must unite. But, of course, some people are cowards, like Dodge, and they've gone fully electric. Don't be a Dodge, be a Porsche. For our next story, if you are a redneck or you know any rednecks who had 7 bad condoms in a row, I have a solution. And no, it's not moonshine, so you can forget about them. Basically, this company has made this behemoth. It's called Megarex Trucks. They've basically taken a Ford F-250 and popped a little blue pill in the fuel tank. And now it's got 9 seats. It's powered by a 425 horsepower, 6.7 liter diesel. They've upgraded the HVAC, obviously, so you can actually get AC and heating in the back. They put a 1,000-watt stereo system. And it's got a panoramic sunroof. And you know how much it cost? $170,000. Do you know how many deers you'd have to kill to afford that? But definitely check them out because their website's got some pretty cool builds on it. Now for our next story, we're going to talk about Ford. And the new Maverick has just had another recall, bringing it to a total of 6. And this time, it only involves if you got the Class 2 towing package. Why you would get that on a Maverick, I don't know. But if you did, Ford recently found out that they forgot to put the wires in that power the trailer's taillights. Which is a big issue, you know, when you're driving behind them especially. But can you imagine the guy who figured this out? Because what I'm imagining happened is that he just went to go fix a car because the lights weren't working. And he was like, you know, it's probably just a bad connection, let me just fix it. It's empty. Let me just fix this. Let me check the other one just in case, you know. Oh, this one's also empty, we forgot too. This one's also empty. Oh, shh. At that point, he must have realized he has to tell someone now. Yeah, talk about a bad day at work. Now, I'm not much into the whole trucking world, but I think complaining about towing on a Maverick is like an EcoBoost Mustang owner complaining about the turbos. You get what you pay for, bro. For our final story today, I want to talk about this, the replacement for the Aventador. It is called the Revuelto, not Revuelto, Revuelto. It's Italian. And it looks like Beyonce and Rihanna had a baby. Like, honestly. Basically, from what I can tell, they've taken the back half of a Centenario, the front half of the Scion, and they've pushed it together with the C8 Corvette in the middle. Now I'm going to nerd out on this car. It's got 1,001 horsepower. It's powered by the new L545 V12 that's paired with 3 electric motors, 2 in the front, which makes it a 4-wheel drive, and 1 in the back behind the 8-speed transmission, which I'm pretty sure is for regenerative braking, but I could be wrong. Lamborghini claims that the engine can fully charge the batteries in 6 minutes. Now you probably have to be going the full top speed of 217 miles an hour, but given that you can get from 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds and can get to 124 in less than 7, I guess it's not going to take you that long. I guess alright. And all this power is sitting on top of their monofeluage. I'm not Italian. But it's basically their new carbon fiber monocoque chassis, and it's lighter and stiffer than the previous one. And this is the base model. Please subscribe so one day I can afford to buy the SVJ version of this. Because when that comes out, it's going to be insane. That will be competing with like Koenigsegg's at that point. Now that's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked. Please like, subscribe, comment, and peace. If you're a redneck or you know any rednecks who have had 7 bad condoms in a row, I have a solution for you. And no, it's not moonshine, so you can forget about them. It's this. Basically, a company called Mega Rex Trucks, great name, has made this behemoth by taking a Ford F-250 and popping a little blue pill in its exhaust. And this entire powertrain is sitting on top of their new monofeluage